towards the bigger premise ever of this beloved party, FNMPP. Dr. Bawumia Jinafa, Kennedy Agyapong so Ejinafa. Now, research about Bonteno, Bibiache said, obviously, Dr. Bawumia is leading. Now, leading now, Dr. Bawumia leading, I think, say it is not fair with some people. Among Fuentiasia, people cannot understand why MPP is in pain for a woman in Yano, or more only one person, or one dinosaur, say he's the right person to lead the party. Where Yemi about quiet friend Kofin Tonto, or ye Bawumia 8 Cassia, or you be or Cassama Dr. Bawumia Pa. Na person in at Adom FM. When you acquire betrase, Edin Sembinum Ebetua Bonte, and some more de pa, and some who be here some menu winina. Said there be no, Yebe Chafa. Now, unim delegates, we are delegates, would it be up to team choir? You have to stand bold and vote to this special manner. Yankopon dena mayem kwa for free. So mela me di party na nim. Enam to yene shishe yebunuma why yani underground da. Onya bedi party na nim pe obele ne up. Na aman yoko na asian funny boldness on the ground. Up akitem na watumi ede ama ye party na sign aya akono biem na 2028 yetumi capture power. Ame aba mu biem. Ni abatisha Ghana mine ye amana yefe Kofin Tonto abutu some candidate to be in an intelligent manner when Kofin Tonto oye intellectual personality nti asem no oka be kwan ofa so aka no wamfa wadwena to ho awo nti ase enti Kofin Tonto tire say the candidates no mo ho no there if you want the one with experience who probably able to create unify ni obetuma unify the party ama wode na say ba ni awene there is no one like Dr. Alhaji Muhammad Bawumia. Kofin Tonto aka sempa but video no video wakakra best 30 something minutes na person benya to wase na watie video no ye na watie sema Kofin Tonto kaye fa bi to team unim delegate afre na kan chere say omra no metie sempa. Midinya ni Mr. Mafwe ha Ras Media GH. Mimi yakwasi asamwa. Mo akwa abapa. Mumi yanko tie video no yeba na yasan ato aso e wo fie oyemo. Ka ho se na nwumre after video we me another video ame beye about Galamsey Mahama ene ne nkrofo mo nsem mo kaaye ene de omo ye ne this time. Enti ni kan tie video we see I will come live and discuss some things with you. Medamo nyina ase ene mo bro menko ne nko tie video no asisia.
Na unua bi ede sebe enem na unua bi ede sebe enem bi gu akwan mu a na dwene mpo nyina ne se obesai de wo ye okay nti wo ka se wo twen a onhwe no no asai ne nti ebi wo mpo a you have to counter by stepping in to dispel some of the lies. So there are various reasons why ntia utimi dane campaign.
So Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, 8 years as running mate to the former President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, 8 years as Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, one-time flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party. What other message enosa edenambie?
Minia, the tiene se oman no nyame ya adom na yura mahama wie na juma ese Ghana etokoso. In fact, wohwe baabi a ewiase kona ene ne mpempenso ne ne mpomponso a ewiase edru baabi a ekwan dada na efa so ye niema no asesa.
Okay.
Enti wo hia kandini a ote ene wiase foforo no ase na owo nimdi a ye de kyekere ene wiase. Enti yewra Mahmoud Bawumia asemo a all can say where the world is and where Ghana wants to go. Why ni kandini a edikan owo nimdie a ye friend of competence obetimi aboa ama yedru empempenso a Ghana ye sefata se yeden yedru etoso biwo why na what the brofo kasam ye friend of experience because you see on my chichre ye can be biwo brofo kasam say nation building a multifaceted the children say na kwa no edoso bebre uhia obi a wakomu ana wadoro mu suko na wakwabene wo man chichire ho eno ntina say uko even new companies uko companies there is something that they always tell you legacy won say te say multimedia high ye won panyimfo bi wo ha they have the what we call the legacy memory adwuma no oma kwadare wo mu tiase wo mu experience nti afoforo na eba no omo na ebeboa abeka nimdie na wo ho no experience na wo ho no multimedia is not multimedia because it's just a media house tina na no mo celebrate mo 25th anniversary mo celebrate mo 25th anniversary because na mo person mo catch Ghana say seba media mu a mo ye den mo ye experienced mafa or how mu mafa manemu mafa various form of technology mu ya boom workers money aban ya adwuma aban bi apem asem aban bi ampem asem the ope wasem ne echina ompe wasem you have gone through all of these things into what kwabene e odin adwuma nim Yera Mahmood Bawumia sa ensam yi a okafa na ho no edi adanse say wakwabene e wo adwuma nim emumfumso mpo a esiye no the mistakes that happen and no cry no ebe ya dance die foforo kire say wasua bibi afri dada nimu a ene wo de manua obeye ni yi
okay
hwe Yera omampanyin president Mahama ena no niema bi a oyeye no you can attest to it say niema kitinkiti bi oye ne den oye no foforo efi say waye den wanya experience. So number 2, experience. That 8 years odi echire se osonfo. That additional 8 years odi echire se osonfo ne boafo. And that 1 year obedi party nanim no. Experience akeka bomu a eno ne ma ne da sonko chen ni nuanom a omo ayeden omaka no. De toso miensa ideas. You see, nations are built on what? Ideas. Sabe oman enye convenience store na wafa nipa baako mienu. Oman is idea na kwa edoso. A nation is not a convenience store where you just employ a few people. It's a multifaceted enterprise run on pragmatic ideas. Why ena obetimi asusu adwene ahwe kan ohwe nuanom mfante pema omu afasuo ba ko ne se den dwen hwe kan ansa na obedwen ahwe kan no na uwo ideas
okay
uwo nimdie uwo nsusuye no na ebeye nyinaso ama odi aye den odi aye bibi de toso nan esu ene ban character. Nations are built on values. Ya na nkofo kan bibi say oh America monhwe America why na kwa sorry wo ho so monhwe de o man na kodu. What they don't tell you is say America was built by Christians. The pilgrims who came from England, they built America on values. Of course, there were mistakes, there were challenges. But America, America, one thing I try and fitting crab brim, ebedi umpenin brim, a character. It is a word Juma Mumpo. Now we ye bibi, enye o skill set ne nko akeke o you say a soft asset which is your character, your values. And no any de chichire man and no ne de chichire company mo ano enye se mo what the technical knowledge in quantina multimedia wa ha o multimedia ukọ mo management level and I fa ofofra in your orientation no ya the document be ma meboa you see the values of the company so meboa ka kire me what it means is that you cannot build a company on just technical skills alone. You must build the company underpinned by values, humility, teamwork, collaborative skills. So what I said, these are some of the things that, in fact, when I was working in America, I say, tell us your collaborative skills. Busa the technical skills in a way, no. Near amount behavioral into your interview, be a friend, behavioral interview. We want to see your behavior, how you will behave when you are placed in a scenario.
Okay.
And to Mahmoud Bawumia actually said, yet also nine. He has the character, emra or mind bekwa hu hia mo no. Kendinia nisu ne ban ebeji o mind ejina ho. The humility, the collaborative skills, the inclusivity yadu obi ka ho because Ghana enye monolithic and I can say monolithic enye ade baako eye nipa ahoro free esom ni ade bebre ni aka bom. That is what makes Mahmoud Bawumia a dancer. Okay. So competence, experience, ideas, and then character. These are the attributes a man is standing tall.
Okay. It's a Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Asia delegate.
Yeah.
After such a defeat in 2024, dear no cancer convince some beam some side neighbor. The part will not witness another defeat.
You see, adia e makendi ni bia danso. And yet the good times are onyankwa.
Okay.
Because you see, I like to use multimedia as an example because you have a leader here. So koyera kwesi twumwa. So the yera kwesi twum betna na oni ni di nkoma. Onka just good times and kwa na eden achiro.
Okay.
Yera kwesi twum ben narrate the difficult, sometimes even the most embarrassing scenarios are oyeden ofemu. Ansa na yedie no by yendada sitinemo. Even the brightest student in class sometimes suffer defeat in some exams. Eye obremu akwantuo no enya ahongono so. There are times that you suffer defeat. In fact, on my Ghana is a living example. Until 2024, Yera Muhammad suffered the most defeat, the most embarrassing defeat. Ono de no your mampanyi. So kai. No your mampanyi na ewiase ana o man mu aka de nyina e won ho. Nanso o suffered the biggest defeat. But Ghana for akire ade bi. So even in your lowest moments, so wo ye wo niema yi. Okay, can wo niema boom. Na wo kire your resilience. Wo boase to any wahoden a they will give you another chance. Yera Mahmoud Bawumia semo a okoka kire delegate ne say, yes, the challenges came. Yes, the defeat came. But MPP a ono ne beda no. Eye MPP a etimi sorry free ni ha mu. Eye MPP a etimi kan ho bom. Eye MPP a in our most difficult challenges we are able to rise up. Even in the 1992s I throw the stolen verdict. Nani da so bia ni ho ma MPP say we can ever rise again. Ade na see ye. Yewra Kufuor bai. Yewra Kufuor don so ye den. ebae.
Okay.
A chair will say there are examples. On my way, there were examples of leaders who came, who suffered defeat, humiliation. But and now say omujina painting said they will do what is right. They will put measures together and put structures together. They rose again. You were Kufuado your example. Yera Kufo a example. Yera Mahama your example. Even Yera and Kroma and your bonus for him. He is an example of a leader who suffered challenges. And then many years later, then you can say he was one of the best our nation ever had. Yera Mahmoud Bawumia message or dema delegate ni say achia ne mu ye se ka ye niema bom ye ka party ni bom ye hyehyɛ de kɔ Ghana fo anim agitum ba bia ye mfomso na ye ma wo mu hu ye niswade hunu ne kwan a ba bia wiase kɔ no ye ne ye woni mu nimdeɛ ene akade e betime de ewiase Ghana aduru ba bia wiase kɔ the delegates will accept him, the delegates will rally behind him to build a new Ghana.
So Kofi, on a true and proper valuation of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, beyond the NPP, would you say Ghana for Dr. Bawumia as our president?
Mention a question. I didn't know if we say Ghana for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia as a president.
That in 2024.
But there are people Ghanaians didn't vote for in 2012. In 2012, 2008, 1996, 2016. And I'm a boy. See, I can say Ghana for Kufuado.
Okay.
You can say Ghana for Mills. You can say Ghana for Kufuado. In fact, Mahamadi, Ghana for a man a Quenya catcher and say Yempe. But he came back. Is that not so? Enti ya bako sam kyerɛ sɛ Ghana ni ka kyerɛ sɛ ɛnet na nkyɛn a ɔne wunwie
case study ni different, the personalities involved.
Sɛ Yera Mahama is different.
Okay.
Yera Kufo is different.
Sure.
Yera Mills is different. And Yera Kufuado is different.
Yeah.
So the question of personality is not like sɛ nipa ni nyinaa su ni yɛ baako.
Sure.
Obia ye different. Enti ade na Bawumia so ntimi ye different. Enti sanka wo ka kire me say Mahama esu ne ban te say Kufuado. Kufuado su ne ban te say Kufo. Kufo su ne ban te say Melsa. And na obetimi ameki a case say the personality were different from the personality now. They were all different. Me pacho what you say?
Okay.
They were all different in their ways. But Adia Bakubi stands tall. Ansa na Ghana for beji watumo no. Maka isu ne ban bi kyerɛ hɔ.
Okay.
Adia Bakwa is standing tall in all of these people. Omo political history ne say in all of it Ghana for kase omo su ne omo ban. Their character. Semebo akachire me.
Okay.
Even Yera Kufuado 08 na Ghana for so oye arrogant. 12 ye koto abani wie ya ye wie eye ye friend is saying court case no.
Yeah.
Ni suni ne banya wo yi na di no. It was the beginning of the love Ghanaians had for him. Ghana for say papa yi na ye di etutrasam adware ne no. Papa na kyerɛ sɛ onye trutrani na die ye nyina ye hu ya na kyerɛ sɛ yesisi no o say even though I accept the defeat the nation must what move on. So Yera Kufo, Yera Mills, Yera Mahama, Yera Kufuado, at least if there is one underlying factor, it is character and a civil woman. That is one thing that made me a dancer, made me a dear fire, Mahmoud Bawumia. Send me suit, nene by other refi, eben chambers. The world over, leaders, assembly no more catch Yera Mahmoud Bawumia. yeto abanwe. So this is the leader Ghanaians have never witnessed. Your decision. And now it is even ya kwasi kwatin say obi mpene echna na obi mpene dabi ewiase nyina kwasi kwatin nya smarter than them. But ewiase nyina hu say what was relevant for Ghana at that time was the peace that we needed to continue as a nation.
At that time.
At that time. They not Ghana here. Any asumdue ni se wojia tum say or minor must move on the nation first. So it's not about recalcitrant behavior. Say media mean plenty tintin. It's about the nation first. It's not about MPP. Because say Ghana be a year, there must be times MPP must lose. There must be time NDC must lose. But what you say?
Okay.
Because maybe Ghana were right to change their mind. And when Ghanaians change their mind, say NDC monko tenanchen, MPP monko tenanchen. It's not about wo party ne win. It's about Ghana first. Ghana standing tall.
But and what would you say? Sabo party no elos is ultimately candidate so
of course
entirely.
Say it again.
So party no elos in an election of that nature.
Yeah.
Nipa odi any more echo sa echo ultimately entirely.
Yera Mahmoud Bawumia. Oye no kwafo. No ye humbrasini. Na oye nipa o te periperio asintino. Ono agina simpie so ka say ade baako mienu miensa ye nyina collectively. Ba nyi ne ho amfrim. But what wo ba bi da? Say you Mahmoud Bawumia yi ne ho afrim. Said the challenges are a day ye defeat ne by onka ho. Of course. No ye part of the government. Say na you Brian, you're part of the government. You're Kennedy, you're part of the government. You're Aduchum, you're part of the government. They all take part of that responsibility. There are no big catcher say, "Obi a board chairman." Into ono de onka ho. But busa ho say, in fact, you're Mahmoud Bawumia e ka kire Ghana for say enema baako mienu bi anko yie na yagye atum ne ebeye ne yie no obi be kan say media ye dan yimi frim ba wonim bibi
ka kire.
Let me bring you back to the American democracy that they practice ya fabino. Members of parliament or Congress near there. Ghana hana yen hodi members of parliament accountable.
Okay.
Because budget biya the executive no ebetro no. That budget cannot become a budget unless what?
You approve it.
Approved by what?
Parliament.
Enti se oka se mfumso bi bae we sikasem mu. Oka se mfumso bi bae wo bibi mu a. Eno akwasi kwa atenti ha se so the DDEP. The DDEP no na se kire ne se na ye bosin a yabo no na amene yen ti na se ye hwan so ba bosin an yabo no why the pass bosin no. What we say answer that question? Who passed the loans? Who approved the loans? Yera Kennedy was part of it. He was a member of parliament. He was part of the people who approved the loans. You are Brian, no come. Every economic decision Abani take here must go through parliament.
Okay.
And these people were part of parliament and they approved and said it is good, it must go through.
Eba, obi a send a message bi nti de ma me come na me bisa. Na me hwa no year. What the be man no. Bedwam nie, ye ba ese. Eti Kofi Tonto political aide to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and also a deputy spokesperson to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's campaign team. On a brighter side of life, let me say happy birthday. From Mrs. Dora Toto. So may God bless you and favor you in all aspects of your life. May all your dreams and secret prayers be fulfilled in Jesus' name. We free Uknu, Ora Amos, a honum. Minerals Commission for a number. In you see we show happy birthday, Mrs. Yamimana Dominim Pejano, Yakase, our Brabaso. Hovianra, Asabakwana Unia, Kosikwate, a kind say. If you look at your political terrain, Senate Aya from 92 to the last election year in 2024, it's captured as if say both MPP and this will be a core 8 years. In an ideal situation, MPP actually is not supposed to win 2028. If the party indeed has to win 2028 there, then you need a superior argument to Ghana for the entire, or say Oma NDC only 4 years, Emma MPP Babetwaso. 2. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia man for Keka say, for want of a better word, it's so too timid.
Okay. So you answer the first question.
Okay.
Because we are journalists.
Yeah.
Prior to the 2024 elections, Yen Free 2022 Eba.
Okay.
Kasaben na otepa.
Sese.
Party 4, even ye free 2016 Eba.
Okay.
Fans are around 2019 entering 2020. Kasa na wote ne say ebi mo kan ye nyina ye ne nkofo MPP for mo ya disappointing.
Okay.
One this has no. Obia won ne be kasa bia say MPP for mo ya ma yensa ye den esi form. MPP for man hwe ya the NDC beba. Because we are journalists.
Okay.
That was the conversation. Because you see, Ghanaians voted not just for Akufo-Addo, because Akufo-Addo was on the ticket of a party, and the party came on an ideology. Intimira Torino, Boache Ejako. I love listening to him on the Agyapong, because when they speak, omo bu chire o party no yen philosophy and yen ideas. People didn't join MPP simply because of ABA individuals and ground, because of the ideology and the principles of the party. So when people were saying say they were disappointed, no, they were saying that they were disappointed in the MPP. So the attempt, say, superior candidate, again, na yura ken, edibeba na ye superior. That's not what can be true. A honor, Oma example say, oh, you're tough. Toughness. So the timid argument, and they say Kennedy is tough. Is that not so?
Okay.
But your toughness, a Timoko so. Toughness, a disikabe.
Maybe you corrected some of the errors in our system.
You see, I love the word you used. Systems. Nations are built on systems. Nations are built on systems. Into Yura, Obama by Assembly no katre. Also, you don't need strong leaders necessarily. You need strong systems. If Mikotim, but the emphasis was that you need strong systems. Because you usifia now you're metro manner. Put the gate bet to fear no and answer because we metro man no on for gate into
us. How back on let's create 20 months or so by a top pro.
So what I say? It's a system. The door, the gate, all of these are systems, even though more security men out there. putting systems in place. So the idea say obi ye timid no, it doesn't make sense. Yera nkroma oba no na onye violent na onye sabi tutrani ana ne dingidigidi o ana ene yera Mahama oye president no ne attribute ni bi ni say na ne edi ana asesen.
Okay.
What Ghanaians are looking for, in fact, the world over, baby a true traffic ne one more mo free say omo ye metro sem no enya no na chichire o man. In fact, Ghana your history actually yen say sanka metro ene ye de chichire o man anka Jerry Rawlings na chichire Ghana de edru pempen so ayepe me pacho Yera Kennedy na ne den say Jerry Rawlings ana me pacho Jerry Rawlings there for 11 years. He was a head of state with all the powers you can ever imagine.
Okay.
To me, bia na we asibiano. And San was 8 years under a constitutional rule, 19 solid years. San ye deno enone eneye Ghana nana. No. But Lee Kuan Yew, Singapore. Do you know what built Lee Kuan Yew's Singapore? Pragmatism, ideas, and systems. And your metroism. So the idea, until Nayera Mahmoud Bawumia Kachero say, in his so-called meekness, no, he has a strong arm to put in place measures that ehun here so they aba ebebo obiachi. Till was strong armor. Let your strong arm be the systems you put in place.
Okay. Let your
Ghana card buy. Some of the checks and balances are here in our society, no. But are we not beginning to witness the checks and balance? And never be brave. Who na unkuta Ghana card? Won't mean yet.
And first now, Dr. Bawumia so kofa no din vote ba. Oko shwe from say Trump.
First of all, this whole idea, say, you know, that whole idea na nkasano,
okay,
is premised on tribal bigotry. Nipa bebre, enro akwesi kwa tin betena, so they are not talking about baby a free. Yenya nkra. Omo hye nkomo na se no. Nkomo no a na omo ka. A yewura Kennedy ko gina sorry dem mo kan ye urefi e wo bono also. He made a statement in a metaphorical way.
Sorry.
Say, mo ha a Christopher no. You can find the video implying say a Christopher ebetwama Muslimi ana. Adan yere fidie yemnia steka kan ya.
And the one opinion.
No, you can find the video. No, not my interpretation. You can find the video and play it. He went to, I believe, Bono region. He went to, Mampong rather, and met a group in a church. Mampong, find the video and play it. Yera stika comment our ye. Yera asumachreme comment our ye. So let nobody pretend say their campaign is not steeped in tribalism. It is. But let me tell you something, Kwesi. As a political party. 2016, you win the election. You had the 1 million votes difference and a winner.
Yeah.
But by 2020, no need vote in this water by saying 500,000.
Yeah.
Parliament near 169. By 2020, na Parliament Eswati Abidru saying 137. Say nye ra o free for me na anka ye minority even in government. In fact, practically we were, because even the leader was the opposition. A day in lesson and as asem ne kachire ye say Akufo-Addo adwuma pa no aye nyina akire no ye vote to so hwan ye by 500,000. What was happening? At that time, no Akufo-Addo ye Muslimi ana or ye ceremony ana. Yera Kodria Tama ye thank you tono.
Okay.
Or can assembly?
General Secretary.
Yes, General Secretary. Or my summary of the Okwe report. Now, on my summary, no, I say one of the findings of the Okwe report, and they say 2020 election recommendation or safuma for mode maye no yamfa anya adwuma. Go and listen to it.
Dr. Yao Safoma.
Dr. Yao Safoma committee report
no de ma party no.
Party no.
Any abai no.
Yes.
Yamfa anya
adwuma. It was one of the findings of the Okwe report.
Na de ne wo mo anti manfa anya adwuma.
We can talk about apathy, talk about yenyahwe, talk about didija, even issues like policy, acquire fast to implement some policy, any party, any bebre. Talk about ABR, some communication challenges, all of these things, and more recommendations. And I'm going to make an okay reporter, General Secretary, summarize it. Or say, one of the findings was that we didn't implement fully those recommendations. What it tells you, they say, Sankaye implemented some of the challenges are ye who know 2020 now. Kesisa niema. Ye to subiu. Se Ghana ni na wo kosre no hotumi se onto abama no. Ye call Ghana for ho no ye ka kire mo se wakwan nya ye behwe ne ayama enye sa.
Okay.
Ti ye call baby ti se manso adubia, manso nkwanta. See be your makwan mom. Unfortunately, and mean to mean kase bia ye boa payo. Abana ahoden no. Wo ye den a entimi so bia so. It is a manso adubia na manso nkwanta ni na 1 kilometer of asphalt wenya no. Nunti e bia ebufuo 1 to ama no. Sa manso adubia ni no ye tribal bigot. Ana we religious bigot na ompe enkremofo asem empesirimfo asem nti na 1 to aba ama wa na. Ana say unia na woni ne bre ye na 2016 ye pre tumi na tumi ne ba ye wan kai no no a no ode abufuo to abati a ana wan koto no saa unia no ompensiremfo asem ana ompenkremfo asem nti na wan koto ana Samira ye Fulani ni nti na wan koto ana. So yes sir, you are even disrespecting Ghanaians. The old catcher Ghana for ne say a footwo any caution na omo de man no yamfa anya adwuma. Lastly, debt exchange program. Na no ye rekufo adokra papa ba bia wo bia mechia wo wasom wo man e wo kwan bia wo betimi asom wo man. Ye rekufo ado gitum say one of the darkest moments was the debt exchange program. Pacho say wo hu sa story. Party for bia omodi omusika kakra ekohye mu na se nipa no ohaw bi ba ya enye boapayo na mum se ne ba ya yeru akufo ado pese oje oman ni sika semsi ye ne ye hu so mfaso because IMF aka World Bank aka even Finance Ministry own annual report aka say the benefits of the debt exchange program aboa amene oman no gina pen a ye hunu no. These are some of the decisions. But it was a painful decision. And painful decisions have painful consequences. It is a nipa no. Wan kotoa ba mawa. Na wako ka kire ne se ompesiri mfu asemuntra. Na wako ka kire ne se obi ye Fulani ni ntra. Wako ka kire ne se obi ye Muslimi ni ntra. You are disrespecting that person. Born out of tribal bigotry and religious bigotry. So they shouldn't attempt to change their mouth to say they are not better or said they are not talking about his tribalism. You have, your leader has, your leading members of your party have, chairman has, sticker has. All of them.
I say good morning.
Have tribalized it.
Please, can you find out from Kofi Tonto for me? Why haven't they distanced themselves? Why have Dr. Bawumia not distanced himself from Abronye? And Abronye's attacks on other aspirants? And why are they allowing some of these national, regional, and other executives to endorse them when they know it could hurt their chances and party unity.
You see, Eddie kind.
Okay.
Obi bia ne kasa enye na di ntitimu ba no. Me condemn outright. Me abronye show no, honestly, minti time or no ya na favor me.
Okay.
And sometimes they be a snippet, be at 1 second, 1 minute be na, but me nya time see the full show neither.
Okay.
But there are commentary there. Me name say even party disciplinary committee afreno. What you say?
Okay.
Abronye a party executive. It is a party executive ABBA. Why not so so?
I wasn't in favor of
it doesn't matter who he says in favor of.
So they believe so Dr. Bawumia who is seeking for the victory.
Okay. My point is say
Abronye
a executive.
Okay.
Tis Abronye can be na enya why adwuma na ese okasetia. Ana wo twena so. So Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ekasa Abronye mempe de wo kana. Would that be enough punishment? Why a party in Ejuma and the party has taken decision. Babusa ampofu. All trouble for no be an refi no. Ni refi no say Ernest Owusu Bempa and so a party executive. Busa ne say on also candidate afre Ernest Owusu Bempa atwena so ana. Because any candidate Ejuma ne say on ebetwe Ernest Owusu Bempa. Busa ne say the candidate atwe ne ho every Ernest Owusu Bempa ho ana. You see, it boils down to the campaign they are doing. It is a campaign called victimization campaign. Okay? Victimization. Oshada kokunu nsuo no. Uwia no aba. Why na hunu nsuo no? Why na ehunu nsuo no? Say ye kasa wona hunu nsuo na so da bi wo mpɛmasɛm.
Okay.
Ehyaase Kufuadu miwie Kufuadu nti
5 seconds.
Miwie Kufuadu nti ɛna the last election no mu chinchim yensa ɛna appointees nyina mu chinchim appointees nyina nsa say Kufuadu ni hobio kodua ne party no ɛna omo chinchim obi ansa ɛna appointees edi nipa ba akwachi busa ho say
berase
chireme onya appointee
berase
busa ho say amewu onya appointee busa ho say all these people are they not appointees
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Kofi Medas nyame
cha me fa ma no si mawie adenti na omo de appointees bi di omo chi a
yeah okay
okay
okoba bia
na appointee ko di obi achi dia bone
me dey akwasisia o kire da ofo ko so hwa Adom TV background
Abushanfo enti nsɛm wei ɛna Kofi Ntonto special political agent Bawumia ɛde ababegya yɛn mɛsrɛ sɛ nsɛm wei fa bitu kukum fa bitu baabi papa na reserve sɛ de bɛyɛ a obetumi abɔ ho dawuro ama delegacy ateɛ na ɔmɔde wei ayi nyinasoɔ ato abapa among Kunimdia na yɛhwehwɛ no atumi aba your side. Abushanfo, I think we have said a lot and thank everyone for coming here. I here and now Agyapong Michelle Yepa. Butala Su Chana Frank couple also Michelle Yepa. But the Mobesia na actually a business we are coming to do a very wide video today. It's determined. Conversation is here. Until we meet again.